to the welcome to the stream. How are you? Awesome. That's awesome, J Dog.
Congratulations.
Let's see. So basically, what we're going to be on here talking about is we figure we kind of go back over the last two videos we actually went and done. Not this last video, which was just our 2018 Walt Disney World, but we went to last Saturday, we went to the Gathering of the Garths, and that was the first time we'd ever actually done that. And what did what did you think?
It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's very interesting.
So, before we do start, we did get some new equipment. I got a new tripod and I got a new mic. So, let me know if you can hear us. So, because like I said, we just got a new mic and I think it's working. We took it out on a trial run for recording, but I don't know how it works. It's working very well for live streaming. But yeah, it the gathering at the Garth was something I wasn't for sure I was gonna like. Somebody mentioned it to us about going to it, and it was I mean, you got to see different products. They actually were authentic products from that kind of from those different eras.
Yeah.
So, but it was really neat to see. Um, and then the one gentleman we talked to,
Oh, he was really
yes,
nice.
he was, and he was from where he was from.
Indiana.
Yeah, but he was down south, southern
Close to
Indiana.
Bloomington.
Yeah, was it close to Bloomington? I thought it was on farther down.
Nope, he said he was close to Bloomington.
But very nice to talk to. He was dressed for the period. He was wearing no shoes at all.
No shoes at all.
Yeah, and it was that was pretty neat. Anything else we seen there that?
Not really. I
But
mean,
one thing I thought I recorded and I didn't get record was they fired off the cannons, and it turned out that I was recording before and didn't realize I'd hit it, and when I thought I was recording, I wasn't, and then I clicked, and then I was like, realized what am I recording? And I did not realize I missed it completely. So if you watch that video, yeah, there was the cannon fire was supposed to be in there, and unfortunately we had some problems, so it didn't happen. Let's see. Then the next day we went to Annie Oakley
Annie
Days.
Oakley days.
Annie Oakley, first time we'd been to that. Unfortunately, we went on a Sunday, and because we went on a Sunday, a lot of stuff wasn't going on because it was the last day. Usually, it's a lot of people are they're getting ready to leave on those days
Yeah.
at the very last day.
I think if we go on a Saturday, it would be better.
Right, right. I think if we did it the other way around, go to Annie Oakley Day on Saturday, and then Gathering of the Garst on Sunday next year.
Be
That
better.
yes, yes. Um, but uh, Annie Oakley Days. The thing we didn't really go and see the play. We seen that they had a play going on, and it looked interesting. Um, it there was a big flea market, which I was kind of see. But
But then again, we've never been to Antioquia Day, so we
no,
don't really know what it's
no,
about.
that's true. That's
Maybe
true.
that's just,
So that's so
Does everybody know who Antioquia is?
I'm
Was her name Little Sure Shot?
yeah, she was called Little Sure Shot. She was named that by Sitting Bull,
Yes.
who actually adopted her as his daughter.
Yes.
But and then we did go out to Annie Oakley's grave, which was something that was really neat. Actually, going out there, it's not the first grave site that we've visited while
Right.
doing the YouTube channel. I think we've actually got plans to going back, and we'll probably go visit that grave again if we do go back, which is the James Dean and Jim Davis Museum.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I said, also I got a new mic, so if you remember those last two videos, you could really hear the wind going through there. I'd show you what I was using. It was something I made. I basically took an old iPhone earpods, and I cut the buds off, and then the microphone that was in the little thing, I shoved it into a piece of foam, and it worked really well for a long time. It was just whenever we were
In the wind, it was bad.
in the wind, but if we were somewhere like if you were just standing right there and you spoke,
They couldn't hear.
they couldn't hear you,
No.
but they could just hear me.
Right.
So, and there was a lot of stuff conversations that went back and forth and I even tried editing to raise it up, and a few times you could somewhat hear, but like the conversation at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo when we was on
Yeah.
the little log ride. So, but other than that, I'm getting ready for my trip. So,
Coming up fast.
yep. I'm less than a week away. So I will be going down to see Heaven at Walt Disney World.
I'll be singing Jealousy.
So, and if you don't know our daughter Heaven, I'm sure if you watch our videos, I've put that intro in and it kind of introduces you to all our family. Our daughter Heaven is our oldest daughter, and she lives in Florida, and she works at Walt Disney World. And I'm going down to see her, and right now cast members are getting to go into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and she's chose the date to wait on me, and I'm gonna get to go in before it opens to see it. Now I was told that you couldn't take pictures or video, but Heaven had just spoke to some cast members. Hey Trix, how you doing? You can barely
Really?
hear us. Wow, because we just got a new mic. We were just talking about that. Let me see. Hope this has no feedback.
Oh wow, that's weird.
Let's try this. Hold on just a sec. Is that better?
Somebody left, maybe her, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll find out here in just a sec.
Well, I don't know why they wouldn't be able to hear. I'm gonna have to leave the chat for a minute.
Is that better? That's weird. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to look more into this mic and how it works and everything like that, because it was not working correctly. So
So Margie had to run downstairs, and so I got that coming up. We made our fast passes for why I'm down there. Oh yeah, I don't know why. I had the new mic plugged in. I don't know why it's not working. It was working the other night when I took it out for a test. So I'm gonna have to probably work with it before we go and record something this weekend. But so yeah, we got that coming up, and I'm getting excited. I can't wait to go. One, I get to see Heaven, so I haven't seen her for a while. Now I wanted Haley to do this this show with me, but she unfortunately she's at work, so she can't be here to do this show. I thought maybe having Haley in here and having her to talk. She's usually pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
So, other than that, so I've been getting my stuff together because I have to travel light.
Very light.
Yeah. My round trip flight is only costing about $80 just to fly down to Florida and back. Oh, thanks, Trix. So, other than that, let's see. So yeah, $80 just to fly down there and back was pretty cheap. The thing is I can't have a carry-on and I can't have a suitcase, but I can have a small bag. And since I'm only going to be there for 3 days, I really don't need that much. What I'm going to do is, of course, I'm already going to be wearing what I'm going to wear that first day. So, and I'm not staying anywhere on property. I'm staying with Heaven. So she's going to wash my clothes that I wore the first day that night. And then I'm taking another set that I'll wear the second day. And then I'll just wear the first set back after they've been washed on the day I come back. So, but I know a lot of you know Bax from the Jedi Balloon Master.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be down there. He's actually going to be. He gets there the day I'm leaving. So I doubt if we'll see each other. But I am going to see if you've ever watched him, Greg's Disney's Adventures. I'm going to meet him while I'm down there. So I'm kind of excited about meeting him. So I like watching his live streams that he always does almost every night at Walt Disney World. Matter of fact, last night was the 4th time I watched Happily Ever After on his stream, and it's always from a different point. I seen him do one from where he was at on Bay Towers.
Mm-hmm.
The last one he did way far back. This one was up close, and I don't remember if it was at the Polynesian or where he was the one time, but I watched all those, and I enjoy really watching him, and I can't wait to meet him when I get down there. So, but other than that, let's see. Anything else?
That's cool.
We have anything fun? Oh yeah. So, yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. So, and he always seems really excited to meet new people. So I really can't. I plan on live streaming. Now I don't know if he'll get on and live stream with us, or if what it is what I want to do is I just want to sit down at a table somewhere. I don't care if we have to buy drinks so nobody says anything about us sitting there, and then just set up this small little tripod that we're using right now, and after setting it up, just sit there and just have a conversation like what we're having right now. So
he's a little more talkative.
So, and it was like this. We were getting on here, and I was like, we really don't have a plan, and that's one thing we need to do. We need to start planning these out. So, and I see other people playing trivia, and I would do that, but I don't want to be like a cookie cutter stream is what I don't want to be. I don't want to be like the others. Tricks, I like what you do, but I've gone that way before already, where I streamed video games, and I like how you do it. I do. I really like you. Kind of you give it a mix of that. So, but yeah, if you don't know, I had another YouTube channel, and it was all video games, and you know, if you want to go look at it, you can go look at it. It's not active, but it's not exactly family friendly, because I played with my friends, and when we play video games, the language gets really colorful. So, but oh yeah. So I'm planning on doing that, and I'm planning at least making 2 videos while I'm down there. So it might end up being 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So, but I'm not really for sure. But I'm probably. Yeah, I had another YouTube channel. I'll tell you the story on what happened with that. All right, so one of the games I play on there is Red Dead Redemption, and I actually was streaming 2 games, and I was making videos. I started streaming at the beginning, and then I started making videos, and so I was playing Red Dead Online, and I was playing Kingdom Hearts. All right, so I made an update video for Red Dead Online, and I put it up. Guess when I play Call of Duty, I don't put on YouTube. I just put it on my Twitch, because a lot of yeah. Well, see, I started on Twitch, and the thing is, when I tell people I was on Twitch, they were like, "What's Twitch?" So I was like, "All right, well, I'll try to go to YouTube, because everybody knows what YouTube is." But the thing was I made a video, an update video, posted it, everything like that. Didn't go back and do anything for a while, and then I go back and I had 825 views on this one video before the end of the week. I'm like, oh wow. And what had happened was, it was supposed to be update 1.06, and I had accidentally titled it update 1.07. So it had a few thumbs downs, it had some angry comments. I even went in, I commented saying this was a completely mistake. I went in, I retitled the video and everything like that. And so usually when something like that happens, YouTube don't promote your channel very well. And it was just a mistake. That, and I like to play video games, but it just started getting to the point where it was feeling like a job to me to play video games. I felt like I had to be on to do this now, and that's not how I want to play video games. Now, what we do like this, I enjoy doing this. When we go out and see stuff and record stuff and everything like that, that doesn't seem like a job to me. That seems like, I mean, it's like a vacation, except we're basically, instead of just recording and taking pictures, we're actually narrating what we're doing. So, and I like lots of things to do with history. So we've gone to a lot of museums, gone to a lot of areas where history's happened here in Indiana and Ohio. I know one place I do really want to go, and I think you do, is down in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
To what's it called? It's they have a...
The caves?
No. They have a reconstruction of Noah's Ark.
Oh yeah, It's called the Ark.
Right. Oh, is that what it is? Just the Ark?
I don't know exactly. I mean, it's
So
called the Ark.
we've been wanting to go down there. I don't know how far away it is from us. I'm sure it's
It's not that far, actually. I don't think.
I bet it's farther than.
Let me look at it while you talk.
So, but see if you can share this out while you're on there too. All right.
I don't know how to do that.
All right. But yeah. So that's one place that we were talking about, going to the Ark. So, and another place that I'd like to go to. We've been to it a few times, and I know you're gonna be like, well, I don't know what that is. Down in Cincinnati, they have a grocery store called Jungle Gyms.
I love Jungle Gyms.
And we have been to Jungle Gyms a couple of times. We've never recorded. And Jungle Gyms is this huge grocery store. And it's like if you took a grocery store and a theme park and put them together, you would get Jungle Gyms. Now, I'm not saying they have rides or anything like that, but they have foods from all different places. When you walk in, they hand you a map. It's almost like a theme park map when you walk in.
It's huge.
So, and it's just, they have a bar in there where you can taste beer and wine, and they've got stuff there that you wouldn't normally get at your regular grocery store. So, but I thought about going down there and recording that. Now, the one that we go to, I think it's the bigger one, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. But the other one that we haven't been to is the original Jungle Gyms. So I thought about maybe going there and recording at the original. And when I say, okay, they have one whole section that is nothing but hot sauce. Hot sauce, that's it. And it's just shelves and shelves and shelves of different kind of hot sauce. So a friend of mine, he's really big into hot sauce, and I actually bought him the hot sauce I had. The cap looked like a Grim Reaper. It actually had the skull with a hood on it, and the hood came down like a cape over the bottle. And what was that called?
I don't remember. Ghost. No.
I know what it's called. All right, so I know we're family friendly, but it was called Ass Reaper. So that was the name of the hot sauce I got him. But so let's see what.
It's 2 hours and 27 minutes away.
Okay, so it's called the Ark Encounter.
It's in Williamstown, Kentucky.
So that's something neat. I don't know. Other things we might do with live streams, and I don't know how Margie feels about this, but maybe we could do some kind of live stream where we bake. Maybe not.
I like to bake, but I don't know if I want to bake with people watching.
But, well, I mean, I don't know if we had it set up right. If we had it set up right, it wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. I'm trying to find it real quick. But
right now, we saw when we went to the Jay County Fair, they had Mrs. Wick's fried pies. You could get deep fried peanut butter pie, deep fried pecan pie, deep fried sugar cream. And there's one more. Just sounds absolutely disgusting.
Right. I the one thing I thought about that was, I thought maybe like one of the, I was thinking maybe one of if they would have had like one of the fruit pies, I thought that might be pretty good, where it was.
Maybe.
But
I guess maybe sometime get a piece and try it on your live stream or as a video.
right.
It just doesn't, I don't think it sounds good at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we could do. I mean, of course, that would be the only time to get it that I know of is right now. because up there, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find something really quick. Go ahead, Margie.
I can tell you, I love to bake. I like to cook. I like trying new foods. Sometimes I like to bake, but I don't like to eat the things I make. So I'd rather somebody else have it. About it about me. I don't know what to talk about. I feel uncomfortable doing this sometimes. So
I don't know, look at it and see if it can get it on Facebook. Yeah, so yeah, she's getting better at it. She's used to on video whenever we go out and record something or go to a location, a lot of times she wouldn't even hardly talk. Didn't like to be on camera, but now she's talking more, and with this new mic, which for some reason wasn't working, I hope we can get it working. She's going to be heard more often, and I'm sure that scares her. But other than that, do we have anything I asked you about? Yeah.
maybe in there. I don't know.
So she's going to go check. And I know I said I wasn't going to do trivia or anything like that, but we're going to look. We do have a game, and she's going to check to see if she can find it. Maybe we can do something like that. I don't know how well this will go over. There's, I think, just one person in here. But so it's here, the weather, I don't know how it is where you live, but the weather here has been kind of weird. We get up in the morning and it's freezing cold, and then later on in the day it's hot out, real hot. So, and we've got around here, we got a bunch of street fairs going on. So we've got, Indiana has its state fair. Is it state fair going on, I think, right now? And I think we've talked about going to the state fair. We've never been to the state fair. So, and we talked about going to the state fair. So I kind of went through a thing where I was like, I live in Indiana, and there's like stuff here that I've never even done. So one of the things was, I live in Indiana and I've never been to the Indianapolis 500. So I actually made sure I went to the Indianapolis 500. So I've been to the Indianapolis 500 twice and the Brickyard 400 once. So I've gone and seen Indy cars and I've seen NASCARs at the Indianapolis Speedway. So the first time we went, and it was just Margie and I. We went, and it was so loud. We didn't realize it was going to be that loud. So we decided to go and purchase a set of earplugs. Well, they wanted $5 a piece for a set of earplugs. And we're talking about earplugs that, where we worked, they just had out there for free. So the noise was so loud, we stayed for a while. We weren't there halfway through, but we went ahead and left. I mean, I was like, well, at least I can say I've been there. And then I thought, if I ever go back, I'll make sure I'll grab a pair of earplugs. So we ended up going back the next year, and we took Margie's cousin and her husband. So, and we had earplugs that time, and we stayed for the entire race. So the next time I went, which was the Brickyard 400, I went with my dad, my brother, and my uncle. My brother, through his work, got tickets up in the suite. Now, I'm probably going to mention names that you don't know, But my dad's favorite driver is Ryan Newman. And we pulled in, and we had to be in the center of the speedway, down in the middle of the track. And we were trying to decide where we go, because we also had passes to go down into the pits and look at through the pits and everything like that. And my uncle said that, or my dad said, I'd like to go see if there's any place where they're signing autographs. And my uncle said, well, let's go up and take a look at the suites. Our suite. So we go up and we look in the suite, and we open it up, and there's people in there, and it looks like there's some kind of meeting going on. And right there down the hall from us, because the suite had a hall to it, and then it opened up to a bigger room. But right there at the end of the hall, because we were stuck back in the back because people were up there, there was this large man talking to all these people. And my brother looks at me and he says, Chris, is that Tony Stewart? And I said, no, that's Ryan Newman. And my dad just went nuts. I mean, he was reaching for his camera. When this guy got done talking, my dad and my uncle literally chased him out of the room asking for an autograph. And I believe we did get a picture with him. But what had happened was Ryan Newman was driving for Caterpillar at that time. And we just happened to be sharing the suite with the Caterpillar executives. So they had stuff in there, and my dad got a Ryan Newman ball cap. He got a signed picture of Ryan Newman, and it was like his big day. It was to be able to see his favorite driver, and I think he actually got to shake his hand. But it was that day of the race. Ryan Newman was trying to get out of there to get back down to where he needed to be before the race. And it was like I'd never seen my father like that before. It was like seeing my daughter Haley, and she's getting to see, I don't know, her favorite boy band. So let's not do this right now. Let's wait just a little while. We'll see how things go. But yeah. So what's so I'm going to Disney World.
Yep.
So are we going to be planning anything out after Disney World?
Mm-hmm. We need to do something.
Right. I know I want to go up there to Mansfield this year.
Yeah.
So Mansfield, I've talked about this on here, and going up to what is called the Shawshank Trails, and we definitely want to go up and see that. So, but there's lots of stuff we want to do, just sometimes the money ain't there to go do it, so we have to find something to do if we don't have the money. Now, I think this week, did we talk about going to the Indiana State Fair? Is that going on this weekend?
Yeah, but I don't know. We have that for our neighbors tomorrow.
Right. Well, I meant if we went early and came back.
Maybe.
So, and then I thought about just going to Mrs. Wick's, just to the restaurant.
Yeah.
And maybe we don't have to eat there. We just
get a piece of pie.
Yeah.
Or a pie.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Mrs. Wick's is in Winchester, Indiana. There's a factory called Mrs. Wick's Pies, and they claim to be the world capital of sugar cream pies.
Well, that's Indiana State Pie.
No, they claim it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's
Indiana State Pie. Yes. But they claim to be the capital of sugar cream pie. But they also have a restaurant, and they don't just serve pie, but they do serve pie, but it's not the only thing they serve. I think they serve chicken and stuff like that.
All dinner, breakfast.
But they serve breakfast all day, if I'm right.
Mm.
So I think we might do a video just on the restaurant. I would like to tour the factory, but the thing is I believe they only do those tours on weekdays, and during the weekdays, we're at work. So it would be kind of hard for us to do that without taking a day off. So, what else? So, Indiana State Fair, we'd go for that. We've never been there.
No, I've never been to the state fair.
I've never been to the State Fair. So I don't even know.
I would like to go to Holiday World sometime.
Holiday World, yes. That's Santa Claus, Indiana, right?
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Average Family. Thank you very much. But yeah.
The work night goes fast.
Right.
Or if you're still at work from this morning, I hope it goes fast.
But so what? Holiday World. It's in Santa Claus, Indiana, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we've never been there, and really like to go do that. I don't even know what they have.
I don't either. I just know that they give you free sunscreen, they give you free Coke all day, and there was one more thing, but never been. Like to check it out.
Right. And then Indiana Beach.
Never been there either.
Never been there. No, there's
just more than corn in Indiana, they say. At Indiana Beach.
But yeah, Indiana Beach. It's a water park, if I'm right.
I think so.
Yeah. So it's in Monticello, yes. Isn't there stuff up in Shipshewana?
There's a great big flea market in Shipshewana.
I thought about that.
That is incredible.
A place to go would be Trader's World.
Yeah, that would be a good
I've
one.
never been there, but that would be probably something neat.
That would be good.
So, if you're watching, do you have any questions? Is there anything that you would like to see us do?
Yeah, tell us places to go if they're...
I mean, obviously...
if you know of any place in Indiana, if you're not from Indiana.
Or Ohio.
Yeah.
We'll even go Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, we went as far as Pittsburgh, so over in Pennsylvania.
Longest ride ever, it felt like.
And I swear, in Pennsylvania, they don't have one straight interstate.
No, that was the curviest road.
It was like it just went around mountains, and right before you get to Pittsburgh, it was like they thought to themselves, hey,
let's just make him curvy.
They were like, hey, we could put a tunnel through this.
Oh, yeah.
So we went through a mountain.
Yeah.
So, Pigeon Forge, I'd like to go down there sometime to go to Dollywood. So I've never been to Dollywood. My mom and dad, they go all the time.
I would like to go back to Tybee Island.
Tybee Island.
It's a very nice island. Tybee Island, Georgia. Very
how long
nice.
do we stay there? A week?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime, always trying to give support back. Keep talking, don't let me interrupt. Going to keep my phone going on live, and I'll be back writing every chance I get.
No, not retired. I wish.
No, I'm retired.
Military.
Yeah. But no, we still work in factory.
I would love to just travel and do nothing else but travel.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't travel far. Usually, like I said, Pittsburgh was the farthest that we went.
Pittsburgh, I think that's the farthest we went. Detroit, we've been there, and I think where's the last? Oh, Chicago. We went to Chicago.
But I meant for
these.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's the farthest.
Farthest that we went.
So, and the thing is for us to do these, if we go somewhere far where we're not coming back, we have 2 dogs to take care of. So we don't like leaving them very long at home by themselves. And if we're going to be gone for a long time, generally we have to find somebody who will let them out and probably make sure they get some water and a little bit of food.
Give them a little bit of attention.
Yeah. So
they're very needy.
I don't know.
One of them is very needy.
You want to go get him? We can show him.
He's outside.
Oh, he's outside.
No, but I can go get him. I'll show him Winston.
All right. So she's going to go get Winston. Winston's our a little puppy. He kind of runs the house. And Frank's my big dog. We've had him for, I believe, 9 years. And you couldn't tell by looking at him that he's 9 years old. He's a pure white dog, and he's part Labrador, and I think Margie might have mentioned this the last time. He's part Labrador, and either he's part Husky or part German Shepherd. We get different opinions. So, but he sheds a lot. He sheds a lot. So, and Winston, when we got him, we were told he was full-blooded Yorkie. He's not full-blooded Yorkie. Winston is
A Snorky.
yeah, he's a Snorky. So here is Winston.
Look. You say hi. Look. Say hello to the world.
He gets excited. He's like, I don't get to come up here very much. But yeah, this is Winston. This is the baby of our family, and he gets all the attention, and he knows it. And if he doesn't get the attention,
He's getting ready to go to the groomers. He needs
Yeah.
a haircut.
if he doesn't get attention, he lets you know it. He barks until he gets his attention.
Look right here. Come here.
So,
Okay.
let's see. But yeah, so we have two dogs. One small dog, who was supposed to be smaller than what he is, but because he's part Schnauzer, made him a little bit bigger. Oh, look.
Enjoy
So
outside.
I may have not said we have Average Family that came in. Now we have Adventure Roads. I might not have a lot of time. Want to say hello? Well, hello. Nice dog. They all have their own. Yes, he has. He's got a big
He's
personality.
a thief.
Yes, he's a thief. He will.
Steal socks out of the dryer.
He will get in the dryer and steal socks.
Okay.
So, but thanks for stopping in, Adventure Roads. It's nice. So if this is your first time stopping in, we do this every Friday now at 5:30. We were never live streamers before. We were just doing videos. I started meeting people like Trix Young, who's in here, and I'd suggest you check Trix Young out if you ever get a chance. And then of course the Average Family, and you guys can always check each other out. I watch your guys' videos. I enjoy all of them, and when I'm able to catch them. Sometimes when I'm doing my thing on editing up my videos, I'm watching your guys' videos, or I'm in a live stream while I'm editing. So, but that's probably my favorite part of doing the videos is for doing editing.
You trying to make yourself
One of the things I did when I actually went to college. It was just online. We have an English Mastiff. My parents' chocolate lab often gets on my food. Wow. Those are big dogs, actually. English Mastiff, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I don't know if I go any bigger than Frank, what we would do.
I would probably not be
Yeah.
able to do it.
Well, was Jake the same size?
Jake was bigger.
We had a dog, Jake, and he had passed away.
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago, and he was part lab and part golden retriever, and he was black, but he had the fur of a golden retriever.
Look at a bear and a hippie and.
Yeah, but yeah, we love, and we said once Jacob passed away that we had Frank, 170 pounds.
Oh my good gravy. There's no way I could do that dog. I mean, 170 pounds. Oh my god.
That's like another person living in your house.
No doubt. How much food does he eat average? Like, that's a lot of dog to feed. Oh my goodness. All right, are you ready to go? All right, come on.
But okay, so what I was saying is we do this
Hey, hold on.
every Friday now at 5:30 Eastern time. So, and then we try to post a video Monday and Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And every once in a while, we'll scatter some in there. Like here recently, I found old footage of our Walt Disney World trips. So, oh wow, a full bed mattress. But we go on. So, and I did 2017. We didn't have much video from that, but 2018. We did record each day, but it wasn't for a YouTube channel. It was just, we were just recording. I think it was, we were sharing with people we knew on our Facebook, So we're using that, and Margie and I are doing commentary over the top of it. So the first one I did, I put it in, and I had no problems with any kind of it saying anything about copyright. This one for 2018, I put it in, and I think I re-edited it 3 times before I got it where it didn't come up copyright. So I'm kind of a little iffy on what down there Disney sees as copyright. I'm figuring anything that has music is what I'm starting to think. So, which was funny because the video before I actually did have some music in it, but I took out one part and we were fine on. But this last one we had a little bit of problems with. But it was just kind of yeah. He has a full mattress. Does he have his own room?
That's incredible.
But so we're just, and that's probably one thing. That'll probably be something we do next year. The Ark Encounter.
Yeah.
I don't see us doing that this year.
It's $50 a person.
$50 a person for the Ark Encounter.
Just for the Ark Encounter.
Wow.
There's a museum, but I think it was like a little more.
So I don't. If you just came in. We were talking about going to the Ark Encounter, and that's in Kentucky.
Williamstown, Kentucky.
And it's a full-scale rebuild of Noah's Ark.
No. Are you?
Reese. Are you guys in Florida? No, Reese, we're not in Florida.
I wish we were in Florida.
But, so... Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
We got about 15 minutes.
I don't know. I hope they all enjoyed seeing Winston.
So yeah, I hope it is. I mean, $50 a person. It better be cool. Am I wrong?
I mean, I don't. My friend has been, and she said it's pretty incredible. So.
The Field Museum. That's what it was called. The last time we were talking. There's another thing.
In Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago Field Museum is a place I'd like to go to. Of course, usually if I go to Chicago, I want to go to Wrigley Field because we're big Cubs fans. But the Field Museum, one of the reasons why I'd like to go there, and I don't know, there was an old movie called The Ghost in the Darkness. And I don't know if any of you have seen it or anything, but it was about a story, and it's based on a true story of when they were building the railroad through northern Africa. And they came to a stop where there were 2 rogue lions that were attacking the workers. And they brought in a hunter to find these lions. Well, these rogue lions were larger than normal lions, and they were doing things that lions didn't normally do. And they even believe...
I did not know that.
Oh, wow, I didn't... That was in the night in the museum. Wow. But, they believed that they were possessed. The lions were.
Parking is super expensive around there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Chicago, we could probably park somewhere and then ride the train.
Yeah, probably.
But
There is one place in Chicago, not to interrupt Chris about his movie, but when we went, we found a parking garage, well, we thought was a parking garage. Actually, your car will get towed if you're not shopping at the Target.
oh yeah,
That it's a parking garage just for Target,
Right.
and they will tow your car if you're not in Target.
that was
We saw a car getting towed.
that was the first time I ever seen a Target with
An escalator.
with an escalator, but it was with a parking garage on it.
Yeah.
But so what I was saying, so these two lions, they were actually captured and killed, and their pelts, last time I knew, were on display at the Field Museum in Chicago, and they said even today when you look at them, it makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, and I've always wanted to go up there and see that, and we'll go up, a bunch of us guys will go up and see the Cubs game. And we'll get there early, and we'll go downtown. And my brother and all them were like, "Well, what do you guys want to do? We got a while before the Cubs game." I'm like, "Let's go to the Field Museum." And everybody's like, "No, let's go to Nike Town." And we end up going to Nike Town. Or we end up somewhere downtown. But so that was one of the things I wanted to go there. Elkhart has they have like a Justice League.
Yeah, the museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might be a museum. I think it's an actual working comic book store too.
Oh.
But I know they hold a Comic-Con up there, a small Comic-Con.
I did know, my friend told me about these, so if you go like to Chicago or New York, and you can buy what they call a city pass. And I think the one I looked at was like $110, and it gets you into 3 or 4 different places for $110, which I thought that was kind of cool. Instead of paying each place you want to go, you pick 4 places that's on the list and do that so that wouldn't be too bad.
Right. Oh no. So did we find that Indianapolis had one, or?
I don't think Indianapolis has
No.
one, not that I know of.
Right.
I'll have to look again, but
that always sounded.
I know New York has one, and I know Chicago has one.
Right.
Never been to New York. I want to go sometime.
Yeah. We'd like to go to DC sometime too.
Yep, never been there.
Yeah, I would like to go. It's not in DC. I think it's just in Virginia. Is Arlington Cemetery.
Mhm.
And I would like to go see the grave of Audie Murphy. And
Yeah.
what I think one of the things that's really bad is a lot of people don't know who Audie Murphy is. And you know, all these kids, they have their sports heroes and everything like that. But to me, Audie Murphy was a real life American hero, because Audie Murphy was the most decorated soldier that came out of World War II. And the thing was Audie Murphy was about only 5'5". He wasn't very big.
Mm-mm.
And he was turned down by the Marines because he was too short. And the Army ended up picking him up. And they actually made a story about Audie Murphy, and it was called To Hell and Back. And for the longest time, it was the biggest box. It had grossed more money than any movie for a long time. And it was made back in the 50s. And Audie Murphy in the movie was actually played by Audie Murphy. He actually played himself in the movie. And they said that they left a lot of stuff out that was in his memoirs because he was afraid that it was too outrageous of what really happened, that you would think that Hollywood had just made it up. And it wasn't. It was something that was actually out of his memoirs. And To Hell and Back, you can watch it free. You can actually find To Hell and Back on YouTube to watch for free. It might be in sections, but you can watch it. And it's an old 50s movie, but I've watched it. It's really good. And to actually see somebody like that, Audie Murphy, to me, he and if you go almost to any Army base, there's something there named after Audie Murphy, whether it's a dining facility, whether it's a certain hall for where certain soldiers stay. There's always something that's named after Audie Murphy. So, but I'd always, and from what I understand, there at Arlington Cemetery, the path to his grave is wider than anyone else because of how many people actually go to visit Audie Murphy's grave. But yeah, it's, to me, that's a tragedy. Audie Murphy actually died in a plane accident 2 days before I was born. So, and from what I understand, I believe I read that no one flew the flag half-staff for him. And to me, that's kind of upsetting when you know that this guy was a big hero from World War II. He didn't only get medals from our country, he got medals from France and Belgium. So, but yeah, that would be one of the places I really like to go. How about this? Let's see. Let me move this out of the way. We got 4 minutes. All right, 4 minutes. If we could go do a video anywhere, where would you want to go do a video? Unlimited. We have unlimited money, and we can go anywhere in the world.
Ireland.
You'd want to go to Ireland.
It's just beautiful.
Just to record beautiful. Ireland.
Just to record Ireland.
Nothing specific in Ireland. No.
Those are leprechauns.
Just a film leprechauns. That'd be a long video.
No, I don't know. Ireland. I want to go to Ireland. Germany. I want to go to Germany.
Germany. I don't know where.
You know what? I really want to visit all 50 states.
Well, yeah.
That would be fun.
I've been to 23 of them, so. But I guess if we had unlimited money and we could go anywhere, believe it or not, where I wouldn't go isn't even outside of the country. Alaska.
I want to go to Alaska.
I'd like to go to Alaska, and because to me, Alaska is the last true frontier.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure there's places in the world that are just as wild, but for the United States, it's the last frontier is Alaska. So I'm sure you can go into Africa and find places that's pretty wild, or even up in Siberia. There in that area, there's probably some places that are still pretty wild, but for me, it's Alaska. I'd like to go to Hawaii, but that's more of a. Well, I mean, that's more of a. I know the girls would want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah,
but I always wanted to go to the Bahamas or one of those Caribbean.
On a cruise.
On a cruise, I guess. I don't know. Or just go down to the island itself.
I don't think I could ever do a cruise.
But so. Yeah, that's the things we do. I know when you look at our videos, it looks like we travel. I thought it was funny because we was watching Baxter. I was watching Baxter, and he's like, Addy Family Adventures, they do car stuff. That's what he said we do. They jump in the car and they go someplace. So what we try to do is we try to find things that are interesting, that are somewhat nearby. If we could go a little farther, we'd go a little farther. But so probably one of the most interesting things I think that we've done so far is the world's largest ball of paint.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. And I know if you've seen the video of us painting one layer onto the world's largest ball of paint, I did it in, what do you call that? It looks like it's in fast forward. I can't think of what the name, time lapse.
Yeah.
So it actually took us 10 minutes to paint one layer onto that ball, but that was probably.
And if you're ever in Indiana, go to Alexandria. It's free. Just go up, tell them you want to paint the ball.
Yeah. You don't have to.
They'll give you, after you paint it, they'll give you a little certificate saying, you hold the world record for the paint number layer that you painted. Ours lasted about 10 minutes, and then somebody else come in and painted over
We
it
got
already.
done and was getting ready to leave, and somebody just come in. So,
Oh.
but we had to go back a second time.
Just to get the...
I took a tripod with me to set up to record, and walked out and left there completely, and we had to go all the way back. What was it? I didn't even notice it was gone for almost a week. I went to use it, and I'm like, "Where's my tripod?" But so we've actually come to the end of our stream, and I thank all of you that's actually come in and said hello and helped us out with this conversation.
I'll try to get better. I will.
So, but as for that, hope to catch you in the next stream, and hope to catch you on the next adventure.
See ya.
Thanks for coming.